running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter, when it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up, I had to get back up. I can't take no off, you better call back up. Don't really need down to finish, I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big, better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again, I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it, I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Okay, Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the newly named Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and our home team. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
We play to win. Let's go! Here we go! Here we go! Yes, let's get this, get this! Check four, check four! Hey, switch gears, switch gears! 66, pull it, half!
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And some room to roam now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Corey Grant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Watson on 1st down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for.
Intended for Robbie Anderson. Incomplete.
And it's 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Watson. Going deep here for Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Sammy Watkins, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Chargers take over first.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Jackson on first down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Jackson, and he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete. Oh, Travis Kelce unable to pull it in. And it's 3rd down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Drop deep, drop deep. Mike 8. Mike 8. Let him know, let him know.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Watch the screen. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Hey, 24. Slow. No. 24 is down. He's coming.
Tighten up.
These two teams all tied after one. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Open man is Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Counter. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Watson is going to fire one deep over the middle, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, they'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Jackson. And that is intercepted by the All-Pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On second down now, it's Connor. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on third and inches. On first down, Connor, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
At the 45-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On second and 9, Watson going deep here for Stills. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Stills the intended target, and that takes us from second to third down. Here's Watson. Going deep here for Stills. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
This is Grant. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now on second and 16, Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Watson now to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Check 24.
Watch it. Safety's creeping. Off.
Watson now operating from the gun. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Let's go, baby. Return up. Let's get the 9.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Off of play action, it's Watson. And an alley to run. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Green Bay.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Tavecchio puts this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw, Watson. That'll be taken in by Anderson. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now Watson to throw on 3rd down. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Watson off play action. Complete to his tight end, Seth DeValve. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mack Wilson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. This is Connor. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Watson on 3rd down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter from Oakland. Raiders continuing to roll. They have opened their lead even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Mike 8. And 1.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On third down, Grant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the Packers' 47-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Finds his tight end Ingram. 23 yards the pickup there. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Lamar Jackson, touchdown number 18 on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the third. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On the run is Connor. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Again, it's Connor. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now Gallman. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. DJ Swearinger, a sack on the safety blitz.
It's 2nd down.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Packers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 15. A shotgun snap for Watson. Completes it to Ajayi. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jay Ajayi, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. This is Gallman. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
From the 29, Jackson. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Eluding the pressure right.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Again, Jackson. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. To throw again is Jackson. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. On 1st down, Connor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They'll run here with Connor. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Alert! Watch the pass! Watch the pass! Motion, motion! Pop, 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 pop! Hey, check my 39! Trying to block!
Now it's Watson. He finds Ajayi. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Go! That's
They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
And his kick here is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Green Bay, they're setting themselves up as a major contenders. They move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.